Artificial intelligence is going to change everything that we do when it comes to real estate investing, but it's not what you think. If you're new here, my name is Brent Daniels, and on this channel, I pass along all of the tactics and strategies that I'm currently using in my seven-figure wholesaling business so that you don't have to waste a ton of time and money experimenting yourself. So let's dive into this. We're talking about artificial intelligence. We're talking about AI. How does that help us as real estate investors get bigger and better deals? Well, listen, it still comes down to two things. It comes down to having conversations with property owners or the people that represent property owners like agents or other investors and making offers. Keep it simple, conversations and offers. So how is AI going to swoop in and help us have better conversations and offers? And to be able to help us is a new AI that is built into Deal Machine. Deal Machine is an incredible tool that 80% of brand new real estate investors are using right now to go out there and find their first deal. It's a very simple app. It's a very simple tool that helps you do something called driving for dollars. Now, we all know that properties are out there in every single community, in every single neighborhood, in every single town around the United States. There's going to be some properties that need some renovation, that need some updating, especially in the older neighborhoods. Deal Machine helps us go through and sort through all of those properties that need a lot of work. You know, the ugly houses that we see on the streets, Deal Machine allows us to get the information that we need to be able to understand who owns this property, how long have they owned it, what do they owe on these properties, and really lets us understand and read between the lines of what's going on with that property. And now, with Alma, their AI that's integrated into it, it's absolutely bananas, the information that you can get and the offers that you can make. And to show that, I brought on Matt Camp from Deal Machine. He's gonna come in here and he's gonna give us a live demonstration on exactly how to use this incredible technology so that we can get to these offers faster. Because the fact is, speed kills all deals in our business. The person, the company, the people, the investors that are going out there that are getting to these opportunities first typically get the biggest and best deals. So with that, I want to bring on Matt Camp. Matt, come on in.
Hey, Brent, great to be here, man. Thanks for bringing me on. Really excited to break down a deal and really show you guys how to use AI in the most powerful ways possible. How to think through, again, we built a first of its kind AI assistant inside Deal Machine that you can quickly and confidently take action on right on the spot. I mean, that's our whole goal, is to make it super easy, super fast. Even if you've never used any kind of AI tool before, even if you've never, prompted an AI, had a conversation with any kind of assistant like this, we want to make it quick and easy to use the data that we're feeding into it, where we're combining, the usefulness of AI technology with just a bananas amount of off-market property data, putting those two things together for you to be able to, at your fingertips, act on this data, understand exactly what makes a good deal, run comps, run calculations, and I'll show off the top 5 ways to be using this right now. I do know this is brand new, like literally just came out for you guys. So jump on this early, be able to figure out and get creative with it, because the more creative you get, the more value you're going to get out of this. So as we dig through this, you might come up with ideas yourself of other things you can be using it for, other ways you can be prompting it. Please share that on social. We'd love to see those. Tag Deal Machine on there. We'd love to see what's working well for people, because it's brand new. We're excited to see what all they do with it. So Brent, is that cool if I kind of break this down for you guys and show here's a couple of ways to get a lot out of it?
Absolutely. Right now? But before you do, I want to preface it with this. There's 2 roads to go here. All right. The first road is go out there and find the ugliest properties that you can find in your marketplace, in your community, and just start reaching out to the property owner. Start having the conversations. Don't go too deep into doing research until you know that they want to sell their properties. That's one path. I've also seen a path where people are just using this technology to send offers to property owners as marketing, and having those property owners reach out to them, and they already know what the expectation for their offer is. Now, I'm going to be in the camp of go out there, have the conversations first before you make the offers. But listen, both strategies are interesting and are worthy of testing. All right. Now, if you don't have a huge budget for marketing, then just pick up the phone or go knock on the door. Get the phone number for these property owners, call them and have a conversation, then make the offer based on these prompts. This is going to be absolutely incredible. We're going to go over the top 5 prompts to be able to really analyze a deal so that you can go and confidently make a real offer on these properties. It's incredible. It is so incredible that we have this. I remember back in the day, we'd have to do so much research to understand what we could pay for a property. And now it's literally at our fingertips and all we have to do is prompt and get it instantly. It's incredible. So let's analyze this deal.
Yeah, let's do it. And again, inside Deal Machine, you can see there's you're virtually driving for dollars right here. You're on the street view. You've got all these properties around you. So I'm finding one right here that's, hey, not in good shape. Could be one that's worth analyzing, digging into, and finding, like, hey, is this not a great opportunity right now? And help you lead with action, help you lead with confidence through that. So jumping right in, you'll see the bottom right corner. That's Alma, our AI assistant that we built in here, brand new. When you click on that, Alma's going to pop up. And it'll say, hey, I'm Alma, your AI assistant for Real Estate Matters. I'm still learning the ropes, so please be understanding. Again, brand new, excited to see what you guys use it for. But, it's going to ask you right away, what questions do you have about this property? And so jumping into this, you can analyze the property, do a lot of things right away that we have preset. We've got about 10 preset prompts here right there for you, but you can jump down to the bottom and ask it anything. A few of the most effective ways right away that we're seeing people use this. The first bucket, I would say, is really analysis and, really looking at calculations around a property, using our data around that. So first and foremost, let's start with analyze this property. This is a quick, easy way. It's the first one we prompt you with to help you think through what can you do with this. Click on that. Okay, what kind of exit strategy are you thinking? What kind of investment strategy? Wholesale, fix and flip, buy and hold. What do you want to do with this property? So, hey, let's try out wholesaling. And on the spot, Alma is going to start pulling in different factors like, hey, this could be a good wholesale deal because, we've got a max allowable offer, which I'll show you guys how it calculates that, but it pulls in that number immediately for you. It says, hey, based on the ARV, based on the, which is, we'll get into in a second, based on all of these different factors, the max allowable offer is $83,790. There's no liens. This property is free and clear. This could be a good wholesale deal. So right away, you're getting actionable data to understand, okay, is this something where I should be thinking about ways to reach out to the seller? Let me break this down, right on the spot. So that's first and foremost deal analysis. To get into this and say like, hey, calculate, or how did you calculate the MAO? This is where it's, in terms of being able to really have a prompt that's going to help you dig in further into this data. It'll go through and show you like, hey, here is the different numbers we used here where we have estimated value times 70%, and being able to come in and really show you the breakdown of exactly how do we calculate that offer price. So come in and thinking about, okay, is this a good deal? So deal analysis first and foremost. And then secondly, okay, how did you calculate that offer? Let me get to the ARV of these properties. I would start there. That's kind of bucket number one of what's going to really be most useful for this type of AI tool.
Yeah, using it to understand, is this a deal or not a deal? Mm-hmm. Right? If you've had a conversation, imagine this, you're on the phone with this property owner and they're telling you about the property and they're telling you about the repairs that needs to be made to it. And they're telling you about the history of the property. And then they're telling you that a certain price that they want for this property. And then as you're having this conversation, you're prompting Alma here with the information that you're getting on the phone to come up with an accurate offer price. Right? And this is really going to help you. Now, Alma's not going to be perfect in figuring out exactly what the fixed up value is going to be. That's why you have this comp tool right here built into Deal Machine that'll show you what is the highest sale. What is the highest sale of a fixed up property in that community? Because that's really what buyers and appraisers are going to look at once this property is fixed up. I mean, the fact is, most of these properties that we go after as real estate wholesalers need a significant amount of investment to bring them up to modern standards, and to what the expectations of buyers are right now in the marketplace. And most of these properties are going to be sold to retail buyers or get retail financing, conventional financing, which requires an appraisal to be done. An appraiser is going to look at, okay, what do beautiful houses that have been completely renovated, that have significant investment, what do they sell for? And this is how you can figure out very fast what the top sale is, so that you can use that number to then reprompt Alma to give you a better offer price so that you can get that deal under contract.
Exactly. Yep. So I think using Alma in addition to the rest of the deal machine is really where you're going to feel like you have those superpowers, you know? Like, again, like you mentioned, Alma's the AI assistant in each individual property. You can have that conversation with the AI, be able to use that as a way to really figure out, okay, you know, for this individual property, how do I analyze it? How do I come up with that end offer number? You know, then on the comps tool, which I can show you here just for one more second, you know, anytime you're inside the app, you know, you've got Alma down here, you've got this comps tool up here, click on comps, and immediately, like you said, Brent, you can start to pull up properties that fit that particular criteria. And you can see, you know, I've got a filter ability inside the comps tool to be able to say, hey, show me comps that are only 90 days old or sooner. You know, square footage is plus or minus 15% right here. You know, year built plus or minus 15 years. So that way, you know, the architecture is still pretty similar. You know, bed, bath, range, you can kind of adjust all these different factors and then jump into the actual tool itself and be able to say like, yeah, let me zoom in and get really specific on this area, where I can then even do the draw tool and say, yeah, I only want to see properties that are, you know, close by, not crossing any major areas. Get even more specific here, and that way it's pulling in that data as well, so you're narrowing it down. And you, like you said, Brent, you can see, hey, I've got, you know, here we go, here's the highest offer, 283, 822. We've got that price to be able to work with, and now be able to talk to Alma again and say, hey, my new ARV is 283.82 right here, or 822. So let me show that off here. Got this and said, okay, my newly calculated ARV is 280. Was it 283, 822? Yep. What is my MAO now? So then it'll walk through that data based on your new ARV, and using the same 70% rule, and says, well, hey, let's estimate that here. And you can still think about the rehab costs. You can still, that's already included. You can think about your wholesale fee, so you can really understand, like, you know, how it breaks this down further. So
awesome, Matt. Will you make me full screen? I'm gonna explain 70%.
Yep.
Not you, Matt. The other Matt. There we go. Now, the 70% rule that he's talking about there is, you take what the fixed up value of that property is, and you multiply that by 70%. You want to shave 30% off the top. And that takes into account the profit that any investor is going to want to receive from taking the risk of investing in this property and fixing it up. The closing costs, the title and escrow fees, maybe some lender fees, and the holding costs. What does it cost to fix up this property? Most investors aren't using just their own cash from their account. They're borrowing something called hard money or private money that's typically between 8 and 14% interest rate. So they've got payments every single month to take into account when they evaluate a deal. All right, so that's where the 70% comes on. That's where the 70% comes from, is just take that 30% off the top and then minus what it costs to fix up that property, and that's how you come up with the wholesale price, what you can sell that property to cash buyers in your marketplace. Boom. All right.
Perfect. Great breakdown there, Brent. So on my end, again, that first bucket of where you should be really thinking about prompting Alma is coming in and saying, let me analyze this property first and foremost. That's what I would say number one is a great prompt. And then asking about, how do I calculate the MAO? How do I calculate the ARV? How do I, what is the ARV according to the comps? That kind of general prompt area, I would say, is number two. So think about, how can you use our data and make it really simple, really actionable right away? The second bit here is, okay, now if you come to the conclusion that this is a good deal, like this is something that I do want to, I want to get in touch with that seller, I think getting general advice on how to get in touch with the seller and overall language on what to have with that seller is kind of the next phase of where you can use Alma really, really effectively. So on this front, hey, you can start off and just say, how do I get in touch with the seller? Very, very general, give me some ideas on how to reach out to them. It'll come back. I mean, you're the king of this, Brent. Like, you've got the cold call right here, right? You've got, direct mail you can send through Deal Machine. You've got email marketing. When you skip trace in Deal Machine, you get email addresses there too. And then door knocking. That's another idea. So it's giving you general ideas on, okay, how do I get in touch with this seller? How do I take action on this? And to really help you take that next phase or take the next step, you can even get specific language on, okay, help me write an SMS address to the seller. I love this prompt because you can come in here and really get creative with it. You can say, write me 5 more SMS messages. So you can pick the one that you like the best. You can say, write me an SMS message in the style of Shakespeare. So if you want to have some fun with it, let's see here. So here we go. We got 5 messages popping up. You can, this is just trying to show you, like, you can get creative with this. You can have a little fun with this too. Say, hark, 'tis Matt, a real estate nobleman. So you've got like fun things like this that you can do with it too, but just showing you like the limit, the possibilities are unlimited. So I would love to see you guys, again, sharing on social what you're finding works well. And the further that you dig in with Alma, the further that you filter this down, the better information you can get and take action on here.
Yeah, and listen, you can get the phone numbers right here in Deal Machine, and you could just get the phone number, put it into your phone, copy and paste what Alma just wrote as a text message script, and send it to the property owner and get a response. This is incredible. Absolutely incredible how you can have more conversations and make more offers and just do this over and over and over and over. Are people going to tell you no? Absolutely. But somebody's going to say yes. And when you find that person that says yes, that's when you move forward and you get them into your process of getting that property under contract.
Perfect. So another version of this could be as well, what should I ask the seller when I call them? Give you kind of ideas on how to have that conversation. I know, again, you guys have an amazing cold call script on your guys' end, and really a lot of these questions will be reflected in that too. But this is kind of a way to help you have the confidence and know where to go with that seller. So the top 5 ways to prompt it. First bucket, I would say, is 1, analyzing the property, helping you make quick decisions on if this is a good property to reach out to. 2, calculating the ARV, showing you the MAO right on the spot, showing that full breakdown of the formula right there, so you can prompt around that. 3 would be reaching out to sellers. So again, like you said, Brent, you can skip trace right in the app. You can send postcards right in the app. You can do a variety of different things. You can door knock and it'll track your route there. So you've got things that way to be able to reach out to them. And with that, you can ask for text message information. You can ask for, questions to ask the seller, how to really get in touch with them. So that's kind of like that next bucket. And then finally, the last area that I think Alma is super useful for is really helping you not have to leave the app and helping you just kind of collect as much information and do research for you right there. So, not having to jump out and Google stuff and try to track down stuff and things like that, where you can come in and even click on a prompt and say, hey, help me find a title company. Let's see if this will work. Let's see, property is located there. Here's 5 title companies right around you with their contact info. So things like this, where you don't have to leave the app, makes it simple and easy for you to take that next step and say, hey, help me find this, help me find that. Being able to prompt it in that way is going to just save you more time too. And that's the name of the game with this. Act quickly, act confidently, and use data to help guide you, and use Alma to help give you that confidence.
Use it as your guide, but verify everything, right? When you ask Alma about a title company, make sure you reach out to that title company and make sure that they're familiar with wholesale deals, with double closes, double escrows, working with real estate investors, what their experience is, right? You want to make sure this isn't going to do all the work for you. You have to still get on the phone and have conversations, one with the property owner and with the title company and with your cash buyers. But this just cuts out so much research that you have to do yourself so that you can focus on income producing activities, which again comes down to two things, and you know what it is: conversations and making offers. Conversations, making offers. Alma removes everything that is going to distract you from doing the income producing activities of having conversations, having great quality conversations with distressed property owners, and making offers.
Love it, man. So that was our whole goal with this, and really our mission over at Deal Machine is to give everyone the power of real estate investing using tech. So we want to help you get out there, have the least amount of barriers possible to take the right action, like Brent said, and give you data and just extremely easy to use technology to help you make that confident action.
The beautiful thing is we are with the Rhino Tribe and TTP. We are working with Deal Machine to have set prompts based on our experience, whether it's scripts that we use, whether it's overcoming objections, whether it's making sure that you're asking the right questions, making sure that you're using the right calculations right now. So make sure, if you don't have Deal Machine, make sure that you go to dealmachine.com and use that coupon code TTP, as in talk to people. And that gives you, one, the best discount that they have, but two, it's going to give you the prompts and all the scripts and everything that you need to be able to get into our brains and start taking action right away.
Love it. Yeah, we're excited to be working with you guys on that and make sure that we're, again, giving the best advice possible through this. And then, like you said, hey, this is something that is brand new. It's going to keep evolving, keep getting more and more improved. So this is version 1. Would love your guys' feedback on what prompts you're finding, to be super helpful. I outlined quite a few here, the top 5 really for this video, but we'll keep you guys updated and keep sharing what's working for people and make this more and more useful for you guys.
Awesome. Thank you, Matt. Absolutely incredible.
Thanks for having me on. Appreciate it.
You got it. Great job, Matt. That was good. The way that I think about this is like having a research assistant that helps us have better conversations and make better offers so that we can go out there confidently and take action every single day. I think that's what holds us back oftentimes, is we get stuck in paralysis by analysis because we're worried that we're going to screw something up or that we don't really know what a deal is. But this really helps us out. If you follow the prompts and really develop the prompts and evolve the prompts based on your marketplace, you can put together some really incredible deals. And that's what I want for you. I want you to go out there and I want you to do amazing things in your marketplace and find incredible opportunities. So go to dealmachine.com, use the coupon code TTP, gives you the biggest discount, and test it out. You can test it out for free. It's absolutely incredible. And if you're getting value out of this video, make sure that you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and if you want to know what other prompts that we're using in our business, make sure you put it in the comments section. I'd love to share that with you. Until next time, guys, I encourage you to go out there and talk to people. Love you guys. See ya.